So today I want to show you the basics how you can ride with a Halsring. What is a Halsring?
Necklace.
No, it's not a necklace.
Ring. Head ring.
So I will show you the basics about this technique and what you should watch out for. So first of all, please don't do this in the open air. Please know your horse. Please don't do this when you ride a horse for the first time, because that can get really dangerous. Only do it in a closed up area. Only do it when you know your horse and when you are very, very experienced rider. We're not Wendy's, we're not Oswin fans. We can't just sit on a horse and the horse does everything perfect. So we start with, we put on our normal bridle and also put on the Halsring. Because when you just put on the Halsring and your horse goes ballistic, you're kind of fucked. So we always have this here to be able to control the horse if the horse doesn't do it as we say. But we let this hand on the neck, we don't touch it. We only try to steer our horse with our legs, with our body weight, and with this thingy here. So yeah, that are the basics. What do we want to do when we start? We want to do a lot of turns, so we're sure that our horse reacts the way that we want it to, so that we're on the safe side. And also what's important that you know how to stop your horse. With that horse, it's not that easy, because that horse doesn't want to stop. So this is the hard part with that horse, but see, we can also stop with a Halsring. Because you always have to have this one security detail that doesn't matter what happens, you stay as safe as possible. Yeah, you should also, when your horse runs with a Halsring, don't panic. It will calm down eventually, hopefully. But yeah, so we do a little of warming up, obviously, so that our horse doesn't strain any muscles and we keep the horse healthy. You shouldn't ride with a rope around the neck forever, because you can't really put your horse in the right direction. Okay, you can if you're really a master at freedom dressage, but I'm not, and you probably are also not. So we just do this eventually on some days that we feel like it, and we want to give a horse a little break, and we want to say, hey, thank you for all the hard and nice work you've done. You deserve a day of just riding like this. So when we feel enough safe in walk, we start trotting. Maybe your horse is kind of scared at the beginning and doesn't want to trot because it's not used to it, but it will eventually. Here we also do a lot of turns, so we're sure about that our horse really listens to us. And then we say, hoot. So we also see that our horse stops. Yeah. Of course, you can also do fun stuff as going over poles, which she doesn't really like apparently today, but that is not a problem. Our horses don't have to perform perfectly every day, especially when we have a challenge like this. I think it's not in the right distance to each other, so she can pass over it without a problem. When we're feeling pretty safe in trot, we start to lope. And maybe also when you do this for the first time, don't stop loping immediately. Just try after a riding to do a little bit of walk with that. Then the next time you maybe trot with it, and then after a few times you can lope with it. Yeah. Good. With her, I did it a couple of times already. The last time was a few months ago, so we're also pretty much at the beginning again, but she knows the principles about it, so I can already lope with her. Good, horsey. Good. So, and then we also do it on the other side. I like to switch hands so that I always have my active hand on the inside. But a lot of people like to hold the rope with their hand that they're also riding with, so the strong hand. That doesn't really matter, you gotta decide. But you should be aware of that you're always using the rope first before, when your horse doesn't do what you want, you use the bridle. Because otherwise you can't get the horse used to just the rope. Good. On board. Good, horsey. And also a very important fact, don't get angry at the horse if it doesn't understand what you want from him immediately. Give it a bit of a chance. For example, I want to go this direction, and I pull and I pull and I pull, and my horse doesn't go there. I still try to pull, and I just use the rein in the last moment when we're already at the fence and be like, hey, I wanted to go over there. So be calm, have a lot of patience, because it's you for the horse. The horse doesn't exactly know what you want it to do. It doesn't know what you want from him. So take your time, be relaxed, and be thankful. And then we're already at the point where we can remove the bridle. So when you're without the bridle now, you can switch hands as you want. And you do the same things, because now you don't have the security of a bridle anymore. So we also start with walking. We also, what I like to do is use my foot a lot, because the horses already know this instructions, so they don't have to learn so much new. So I do a lot with my weight. I put my weight here, I take this foot behind and shove it over with that foot, and then I add to put the housing there. So we can make really, really small turns. Now I'm feeling comfortable enough already, so then I'm trotting. Here we do the same thing, but all the time we stay relaxed and calm. We don't use the rope harshly. We give like slow but intensively then strong impulses with it, but don't do more than you need. So if you feel like your horse already goes in that direction, if you just put the rope a bit on his neck, then don't do more. That's perfectly fine. It's even better than when you have to use a lot of force. So we always want to use as little force as somehow possible. And we always give our horses chances to react to that little force. We only put up a higher force or a like stronger force if the horse doesn't react. Good. Yeah, she tried to go that direction, so I corrected her. There are sounds, but we don't really care, because the horses shouldn't care about the environment during riding. They should be completely focused on the rider, which troubles a lot of horses, I know, and which isn't as easy to achieve. I mean, I myself with that horse have trouble with it some days, but we just stay calm, and through that we can solve issues like that. Here she's looking too much to the outside, so I take her and make her go on a small circle. So I have her looking and moving inside again, so I don't get like this insecure feeling about her maybe turning around and throwing me off. Good. And then when we feel safe enough, we also start loping again. She doesn't stop loping immediately. It's okay. We give it a new try. That's okay. New try. Yeah. What you can see here now is that she's not really focused on me. There's another horse. There's some people talking. There's some sheeps in the distance. And she thinks everything is more interesting than what we're doing here. So I try to put her attention and focus back to me through like steering her around a lot. And then when I think it might work, I'm trying again. Didn't work? That's okay. Yeah? 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 Yeah! Now it worked. Good. If you feel safe enough, you can also play around a bit. Go in the outside lope. I don't know what the English word for it is. You can do lope changes. I don't know if we can get there today, but we can try. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Horse is not focused again. And we try again. Yeah. 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 Good horsey. Good job. You can also play around with like where you put the rope. Some horses react better when you put the rope like more further to the head. Some horses react better when you're like right here. Some horses do it in the middle. It always depends on the horse. So just do it, just try out and see what works best for your horse. Auf geht's. Ja. Gut. Yeah. Yeah. This time it already worked better. Yeah. And there was our lead change. It was a bit of messy, but it's not that bad because we don't have the normal connection that we have with the horse. So it can be a bit messy at the beginning. It will get better. Yeah. Yeah. This time was actually really good, and with that I would say that's it. She did a good job. I'm very proud of her. Have fun trying it out yourselves. Bye bye.